Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Normally we're digging through massive research papers, right? Or dense data sets, thick textbooks, the whole shebang. But today we're doing something totally different. We are looking at a source text from Text Collé that is, well, it's almost shockingly sparse. It's literally just one sentence. I know, a whole explainer on one single sentence, but trust me, in its absolute minimalism, it is profoundly fundamental. We're going to do a deep semantic deconstruction of this one phrase. So let's just dive right in. Here it is. How investors build wealth. That's it. That is the exact, complete source phrase we are unpacking today. In a world that is just totally full of noise, where financial advice usually gets buried in these 500-page books packed with complicated jargon, this incredibly minimalist baseline just cuts right through all of it. It's like the ultimate distillation of financial philosophy. There's no fluff, there are no distractions at all, just four little words that set the absolute foundation for literally everything we understand about finance. Section 1, the ultimate financial axiom. 4 words that define everything. Section 2, the word investors, the identity of action. Now, really look at the semantic weight of this word, investors. Notice what it doesn't say. Our source text doesn't say how people get rich or how dreamers find money. No, it specifically chooses the word investors, and that establishes an immediate identity. It demands that the subject of this sentence is not just some passive bystander crossing their fingers for a lucky break. You actually have to adopt a very specific, intentional persona before the rest of this equation even applies to you. And what's actually super interesting here is the conceptual meaning behind that identity. By definition, an investor is an active participant. They are the ones actively allocating resources, whether that's time, capital, energy, with the explicit expectation of generating some future benefit. The text absolutely requires this active identity to kick off the sequence. Honestly, if you're just saving money under a mattress or just kind of hoping for the best, you haven't triggered that first crucial requirement of our source phrase. You've got to step into the arena. Section 3, the act of building. Time, effort, construction. Okay, build. I absolutely love the energy of this word. This is the active verb that drives the entire source phrase forward. Notice again what's not there. It doesn't say discover, it doesn't say win, and it definitely doesn't say inherit. Build implies this highly intentional, step-by-step process. It requires sweat equity. It means laying one brick at a time, day after day. It's just a brilliant active verb that demands continuous participation from the investor. Let's break that down just a bit further. To construct or create systematically over time, assembling individual parts into a lasting, comprehensive whole. This specific verb paints such a vivid picture of financial architecture. The source text views this not as some sort of magical occurrence, but as a structural process, one that requires blueprints, ongoing effort, patience, and a whole lot of resilience. I mean, you don't build a skyscraper overnight, right? And you definitely don't build financial independence overnight either. And this brilliantly illustrates the dynamic at play here. On one side, we have the action, build, which is continuous, deliberate, totally effort-driven. And then on the other side, we have the result, wealth, the culminating destination. There is this really beautiful, almost poetic tension in the source text grammar. The active kinetic energy of the building process pushes inevitably toward that static, monumental destination of wealth. You literally cannot have the right side of this equation without doing the work on the left side. Section 4, defining wealth, the ultimate destination. Wealth. It's a heavy word, isn't it? Take a second to really ponder what it means to reach the end of this text equation. Wealth is the finish line of the phrase. It's the ultimate objective of the investor who has spent all that time building. But within the context of our specific source text, it carries a very precise meaning, one that's distinctly different from simply being rich. Because wealth is defined here as an abundance of valuable resources or financial security that results directly from a sustained building process. The source text strictly positions wealth not as some sudden lottery windfall or an overnight meme stock spike. No, it is the direct, logical, and totally inevitable end product of the investor's deliberate construction. It is literally the roof placed on top of the house that you just spent years framing. Section 5, the procedural implication, the grammar of growth. Let's actually map this out, because these 4 words organically form a step-by-step procedure all on their own. Look at how minimalist yet completely comprehensive this roadmap is. Step 1, assume the identity, become the investor. Step 2, take the action, begin to build. Step 3, attain the result, achieve the wealth. It's a grammatical sequence that provides a flawless, linear set of instructions. It's like a giant puzzle, but with only 3 pieces. If you skip step 1, you can't do step 2. And if you don't do step 2, well, you are never going to see step 3.
Section 6, the big question, turning the text on you.
As we get to the conclusion of this explainer, we really have to look at the very first word of our source text, the one word we intentionally left for last: how. This is the great mystery of our source material: how investors build wealth. See, the text states the premise, but it intentionally omits the rest of the manual. And that lack of following text, it isn't a mistake. It is an invitation. The overarching philosophy is crystal clear, but the specific how, the asset classes you choose, the savings rate you set, the specific risks you take, that is completely blank. The absence of the text is exactly where your life, your decisions, and your unique blueprint come into play. Which leaves us with this final, vital question. Are you ready to build? The identity is defined, the action is clear, the destination is waiting. The how is now entirely in your hands. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go out there and start laying your bricks.